Hey, it's Infant War here. You can call me Noah though. I just wanted to come in and kind of talk about like some of the music I've been listening to lately, cause like I love music and I want to talk about it. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I've been listening to a bunch of different things. Originally, I was going to make a couple like sort of album review type things, but I decided that wasn't really in my lane, at least not for right now. Like, I love music and I love to analyze it in a certain extent, but I'm not like, I don't know about like music theory. I go off of how it makes me feel, you know? And I mean, I will be talking about albums and stuff and how they make me feel here in the future, but I think it's kind of like wrong to call that a review because I don't look at music like that specifically, you know? But I'm looking at my Spotify right now, and there's a bunch of different things that I want to talk about. The biggest thing that I've been on lately has been Bon Iver, one of Justin Vernon's, I don't want to say like aliases, but I mean that's kind of what he goes by. What does the Spotify thing say right here, actually? Let's take a look. So Bon Iver is the name of a singer-songwriter Justin Vernon chose for his solo project when he retreated to a cabin in Wisconsin during 2006. I'm not reading all this, but yeah, Bon Iver, it's kind of like folk, kind of like electronic folk. It's interesting. I've been listening to his album 22, A Million, A Shit Ton. Some of my favorite tracks off of that are Death Breath, 33 God, 29 Stafford, APTS, 666, 8 in parentheses Circle. It's just a really good album. Bon Iver has a way of saying nonsense in a beautiful way that still like lets you feel emotion from it. And like tracks like 33 God, like if you start going deeper into like some of the meanings behind it, like I can resonate with that a little bit more personally. But I understand like Bon Iver isn't something that everyone can get into. I definitely like him. I like Quedeca's newest stuff as well. Like from I Didn't Mean to Haunt You forward to his Scrapyard series, everything from there kind of reminds me of Bon Iver in a certain extent. And I came across Quedeca first actually, so it's interesting going back to see Bon Iver's stuff from like 2016 and how it influenced these albums that were made like 2 years ago to now, you know. The Forever Story by JID, that's an album I've been listening to a lot lately as well. It's one of my favorites since it came out back in 2022. It's just been on loop since then. Ramona Park Broke My Heart by Vince Staples, that album has been on my rotation a lot too, honestly. I have one big playlist that I will link down in the description as well that has like almost everything that I care about to this point. And it has like, I don't know, it has like 417 songs in it right now, but I'm just gonna keep adding to it. I've been listening to a lot of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, which I didn't listen to a lot when it originally came out, but I've kind of gone back to it now since I've kind of gone through my own sort of little personal self-reflection arc and like looking at what Kendrick said and all of his stuff and like him being that vulnerable on an album like that. Like, I don't know, it's something that like resonates with me, if that makes sense, or like some of what he's saying. Obviously I don't have the same life that Kendrick Lamar has, but you know, whatever. Lyrical Lemonade album just dropped, All Is Yellow. I haven't listened to everything, but the song with Chief Keef and Lil Yachty has been pretty good. I've listened to that a lot lately. 21 Savage album just dropped. I've listened to Red Rum a lot of his songs. I don't really play a lot. A lot of Smino lately. I Deserve with Nos. When did that come out? That's a track from like 2021. Okay. What else do I got here? Hummingbird with James Blake off of the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack. I really like that song. I've been listening to that a lot lately. Glass Flows by Smino. Jordan Ward, he's someone that I recently came across, and he only has one full-length album out right now, Forward. but I've listened to that a lot. It came out in 2023, and I really like his sound. He does more of like an R&B kind of like poppy thing, but it's interesting to me, and I like kind of like the vocal inflections that he reaches. Let's see. Oh, I've been listening to some ambient music too lately, actually. I don't really know much about this, but Eric Hall, I came across like off of a YouTube thing, and it's just like some composed ambient music. I'll leave a link to the playlist that I have in the description for that as well, but it's basically just a bunch of songs that are just like, you know, ambient shit. I don't know how to describe it other than that. I'm not the most intelligent music nerd such as like Anthony Fantano or someone like that, but yeah, I've been really enjoying that. It helps me stay creative. Not creative, it helps me keep kind of like a workflow going, if that makes sense. If I'm listening to music that's ambient and doesn't have words in it, because then I don't like kind of trail off and get distracted by what's being said or whatever. It's just like funny little noises in the background. And I think that kind of comes from me playing video games a lot when I was younger too, because it's very reminiscent of all the ambient sounds on the back of different games and whatnot. But yeah, that's mostly what I've been listening to at this moment. In the future, I'm going to make more in-depth things about like certain tracks or whatever. I just wanted to kind of put this together to get some sort of content out there about my music taste, because music is very important to me and I want to talk about it more, but I don't know what exactly to talk about right now, as I'm just getting started. So yeah, I'm just taking it step by step. But if there's anything that you want to hear about or want to talk about, leave a comment down below, let me know, and we'll get in touch. Thank you.